for a while and just couldn't get it together defensively in the second half. I thought our defense kind of disappeared during the second half. Not enough, we just weren't good enough to win the game. Having a short rotation was tough, but I definitely don't want to use that as an excuse. I mean, we were able to avoid foul trouble for a large part of the game. I thought we got some decent play. Came out of the gate great. Thought the guys kind of got themselves galvanized and brought together and had a great start. And then thought our turnovers there in the middle of the first half really killed our flow. And we let them back in it in the second half. We couldn't get stopped. So kind of break that game up into those 4-minute media timeout, battles, and the only one we were really good on defense was the under 8, under 4. The other 4 we were awful in the second half. So it's losing basketball when you can't guard the other team. That's did not end well for us tonight.
Take questions for Jaden and Javian. We'll start with Alex here first in the middle.
Jaden, can you just speak to that first, really the first start of the first and second halves? We all were by 4 for 4, opened it up, and then what happened?
We came out strong. We came out flowing. We knew that we had to have a good start, like good 4 minutes coming into the second half. So I feel like we achieved that, but we didn't get the stops we needed after those first 4 minutes. So it slowed us down. They started to get into a rhythm, so they started to go downhill from there. But I feel like my guys fought hard.
Go, Tony.
Both Jaden and Javian, just how tired were you guys playing with 7 men?
Shackelford started.
We knew coming into this game that we're gonna have to play more minutes than usual, down 2 guys. We just prepared ourselves. We conditioned all the time, so we just come in mentally prepared to play those minutes.
We just preparing ourselves. After the game Wednesday, we sleep, drinking, practicing, like all the little things like that. So just preparing ourselves for the game and being ready for it.
Right here, Harry on the right.
For each player, talk about each one of y'all, how the defense changes without Bird out there.
Herb's a great defender. He brings a lot to our team. He's a glue guy. He gives us all every single game, every single minute, every single second. So he brings us together. Without him, we still have to go out there and do our job. So we got to gel, we got to talk, we got to do the little things that help our team be better on defense. So without him, it's a loss, but we still have to find a way.
With Herb, he's all around. He's always everywhere. Rebounding, steals, deflections, charges. He's just everywhere. So for us, he's always back there. So for us, we just got to keep better, talking, being individual defense, stuff like that. So we just got to be better.
We have 2 questions. Start with Drew, and then we'll finish with Alex. 2 more questions for the student athletes.
For each guy, Mason Jones and Jimmy Witt really hurt you guys on the offensive end of the floor. What did they do to cause you guys problems offensively?
We let them get into a rhythm offensively. We did a good job on Isaiah Joe. We focused on him a lot, so he was one of the guys that we tried to focus on. Mason Jones got into a rhythm. We got in foul trouble, so he was creating a lot of opportunities for himself at the free throw line, along with Witt hitting tough shots in the mid-range. So we just got to do a better job guarding individually, but we'll bounce back.
For me, I started on Witt. I feel like I started off good, but at the end, I think I hurt my team with 2 plays. So I made up to my mistakes. Just gotta be better on defense individually. Don't want to drive the line and contesting the shot, so I gotta be better on defensive end from my aspect.
Last question, Alex.
For both guys, each one of you talked about Herb kind of said something that struck. Javian, you mentioned that he's always there and what he does. Were there times that y'all almost expected him to maybe clean up some things that when he's not there, he couldn't do that?
Well, that's the type of player Herb is. He just like the helps and be aggressive and have the right mentality and stuff like that. So he kind of like that helper for us. But at the same time, I feel like all of us like it, but at the same time, where Herb is always like it.
Yeah, most definitely. Herb he's gonna help you no matter what. If you're in help, you're in trouble in a matchup, he's gonna help. He's gonna be in the gap trying to help you out. He's gonna do whatever it takes to get that stop, that possession. So he's just super hard worker on the defensive end, and it really helps us out a lot.
All right, thank you. take questions for Coach Oats. We'll start with Cecil in the back.
I've got a two-part question. First, what's the prognosis on her in terms of days, weeks?
I mean, it's, from what they're telling me, it's the same thing that Dante Hall had last year, so we're hoping maybe around 3 weeks. Guess it's all gonna depend on how quickly you had the surgery this morning, how quickly he heals from that, but I think Dante was out 2.5 last. But Dante, Herb handles the ball a lot more, so he probably needs more mobility than Dante had last year, but that's what we're hoping, about 3 week range.
And second, and again, not as an excuse, but just as a sort of a technical explanation, how does Herb's absence affect what you want to do defensively?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, cause he's kinda like that lockdown corner, and you put on one guy and he just takes him out of the game. Didn't have that, you know, I thought JP had been pretty good defensively, for whatever reason he struggled a little bit with his matchup tonight, but you know, Herb, you can either put Herb on a guy and kinda just shut him out, or you can put him on a bad player and he just cleans up everybody else's mistakes, and we've done both, so, you know, in fact, he's 6'7", 6'8", long and all over the place, covering everybody's mistakes, or locking that guy up, you know, if a guy starts to get off, like Witt did there late in the second half, you could've we really had to keep length on Witt, so Forbes struggled a little bit with the matchup and put JD on him, and JD he kind of blew by him. He's a little bit too slow maybe, where Herb's, you know, is long enough and quick enough to stay in front of him. I think either Witt or Jones, Herb probably would have done a pretty good job on.
Alex?
Nate, kind of along those lines, you know, how often did it seem like out there that guys were maybe hoping somebody else would step up like Herb had on those defense positions?
Man, I mean, there's not many options, especially with the perimeter guys. Look at the bench, there's nobody there. You know, we had 7 guys that we could play tonight, 7 scholarship players, and 3 of them were centers. So, you know, Reese, I guess you'd call him a 4, you know, offensively he's a 4, defensively you kind of play him at the 5 a lot, so, you know, those guards, I mean, you're either gonna do it or we're not gonna win. And we didn't do it well enough in the second half.
Drew?
Coach, I wanted to ask about John Petty and Kyra. They did a really good job defending them. How do you get them both going again? Because with this injury situation, they both are going to have to score the ball for you.
Yeah, that's a great question. We needed big games out of both of them, and they, you know, Arkansas being small, switching a lot. I thought, you know, we maybe settled a little bit too much, didn't attack switches enough. You know, you look at 1 for 10 between the 2 of them from 3. We gotta, you know, and again, when you switch, you don't have to help that much as much. But I still thought we could have gotten a few more paint touches, blow-bys. I thought Kyra was starting to get it going there late, and you know, we tried to post G on that one. Maybe we should have stayed with attacking off the switches with Kyra. They called the offensive foul on the post up. It's a tough play. You know, when they're guarding, you know, Galen or JD with a guard, sometimes you think you want to go to that mismatch, and you know, maybe should have kept driving Kyra. I thought Kyra was starting himself going there late.
Tony?
You kind of challenged your team before the game, telling them to get back to their blue collar mentality. Do you feel like they did that, and what does that say about them to do that without Herbert Jones?
We did it early. First half was pretty good. Second half, we went away from it, and I don't want to use depth as an excuse. I mean, yeah, Kyra played 40, but he's played 39 minutes and 54 seconds before this year. I think that's the first time he's played the full 40, but he's used to playing 38, so I can't use that as an excuse. I mean, JP's used to playing 35 plus a lot. Shaq's in good enough shape that, you know, that's not a good enough excuse that you know, that we got tired. I thought the second half we just lost our focus on defense. I don't know if felt like the offense was good enough, and we never opened it up on us because we were in there offensively, but if you don't have a defensive mindset, it's hard to win close games, and we just didn't have one in the second half today.
Okay, let's start with James.
But you guys brought Petty off the bench in the last game. You talked about wanting to see more from the leadership. What did you see from them coming into this game and then throughout the 40 minutes?
Yeah, we were ready to play. I thought he had a really good couple practices going in. I thought he was locked in. We had a great start to the game. I think that 12-0 start's our best start of the year. So I think, leadership was there to get us started. It's just we've had this issue all year with maintaining our effort for 40 minutes, and this second half bad. You misheard both his play on the floor, but you also miss some of his leadership, just getting guys to play hard. When a guy that plays as hard as Herb plays and does all the blue collar stuff Herb does, when he talks, like, you're gonna listen. If he's gonna tell the guys we got guard, like, we got guard. He had the surgery this morning, so he's still recovering from it. Wasn't even able to be at the game. I almost felt like it would have helped to have him on the bench, just in the guy's ears at least there today, because he's that kind of a guy that he's all business when it comes to defense and blue collar and making winning plays, and we missed that in the second half for sure.
We got 3 more questions, Gary.
Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, but I did not notice Hawkins in uniform today. What's the deal?
He had the flu. So got to stay away from the team for 72 hours. It's the last thing we need is for one of these 7 guys that are playing to catch the flu. So he's been quarantined, if you will, from the team for the 72 hours. Until the flu goes away.
Go see so and finish with Jack.
First, is Beal making any kind of progress?
You know what? Dr. Bittner was here with Clark, and they feel like he is. They've got him. The last round of the diagnosis, they feel like they've got a pretty good idea of what's going on, and they've got a plan. And they told me they felt like if we had played tomorrow, like he maybe would have been able to play. So I think he's probable for Tuesday. Yeah, even having him for even if it was 10 minutes today would have helped. He could have at least got some stops on some of those guards, and could have moved the matchups around a little bit.
And also, 17 turnovers, that's, I guess, exorbitantly high, but they got 27 points off those turnovers because they're long way out.
There was too many live turnovers. It's one thing if it's a charge or travel, referee blows a whistle on it. I mean, we're just throwing the ball to the other team, or we call them single gaps, where their teammates too close to them and the gap's too tight. We drove a bunch of single gaps today, and they stripped us. And I mean, they're one of the better teams in the country at turning people over. And we did a really poor job taking care of the ball. And this is flared up, in the first half. I think Petty and Kyra both had 4 each. It's too many. Petty didn't have any in the second half, but we got to do a better job. Our guards got to take care of the ball a lot better.
Okay, we're gonna go Alex with the last question.
Just hearing your voice a little bit, but the level of disappointment, opportunity at home against a team in the middle of the standings, kind of like yourself. And do you feel it all snake bit, this first season, kind of some of the losses that you've experienced?
Yeah, we got to win close games. The K-State game, we're up 16, so even that one, I don't feel like it should have been close. I felt like we should have blown that open. That's the only close one we won. We got to figure out. If you can't get stops late in the game, we're up 69-66. And there's about 4 minutes to go. I don't have it exactly in front of me, but if I remember correctly, it looked like we were about 4 to go. Next thing you know, it's 77-70 then. They go on an 11-1 run. Like, to win close games late, you got to get stops. And you got to take care of the ball. You can't turn it over. You got to convert at the free throw line. Free throws were an issue here late in the game. I thought, multiple guys, we needed them to go 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 or whatever, and didn't get it. So we got to learn how to win close games. Yeah, it's frustrating. Thought we had them ready to go. Thought they got themselves ready to go. I mean, you look at the start. I mean, they had to burn 2 timeouts early. Before the first media timeout, they had already taken 2 timeouts, and so we were ready. Because we could have sustained it for 40, and even that, we're up 69, so we're up 3 with 4 minutes to go. You got to win that game at home. So, and being at home with the crowd that we had, I mean, our kids are playing hard. I think the student section was great. The crowd itself was awesome. We were getting the energy we needed late in the game to get those stops, and we just didn't come up with them. So hopefully the crowd's able to come back with the same energy against Tennessee. I definitely know it makes it a lot easier if you win for them to come back. They want to come back and support winners, but I thought the crowd was huge for us tonight. You know, we had pushing 13,000 people in there. It was great energy, and it's frustrating that couldn't make it happen there in the last 4 minutes of the game, or really the second half total.
All right, thank you,
All
guys.
right, thanks.